And then you get mad when she's talking to you in a tone that you dislike. How can you demand respect?
Pause. For sake. This guy's annoying as shit. Since when has, and this is the part where we spoke about respect. Since when has money decided how you talk to somebody? What we're going to do today, we're going to look at some videos Loso's got for me. He sent me a bag of videos. You want to see my reaction, what I think, and guess we're going to talk about it. We're going to explore what some of these professionals are saying on YouTube. Or TikTok. These social media experts. We're going to get started with this first video straight away.
Men that scream 50-50 are financially unstable and also mentally unstable because it's in a man's nature to protect and provide. Now you have some men that say, man, money ain't everything. You're only saying money isn't everything because you're financially unstable and you're trying to make an excuse on why you can't provide for the woman you chose.
Pause.
How are you choosing women?
Pause. All right. I'm so confused there. Why do we link finances with the mental side? And why do we link finances with what it is to be a man? I'm so confused here. Someone that screams 50-50, fine, I can agree with you. You're talking about a specific type of person. If you've gone into a situation to solely pay 50-50, then I have to question why that is, to then understand where you're coming from. Not to then say, because of that, you're mentally weak because you can't provide. One of the key factors about being a provider is knowing that in actual fact, providing what a woman wants and what a woman needs are two different things. Now, we all think that we can provide what a person wants and needs, but we can't always do that. We can often provide what you need, but not always what you want. What you might need is a pair of trainers. What you want is a pair of Dior trainers. Now, I can go and buy you a pair of trainers and they could be £100 trainers, but you want the £900 trainers. Want and need are two different things. Now, we're talking about a situation where, say 50-50. If a situation is 50-50, like most of those guys that have situations where they're paying 50-50 with their partner, if you ask them when it's time to go out, if they pay the bill, they'll probably tell you, yeah, we pay the bill. So what does that tell you about that particular person? It's not that you're financially unstable, it's just that you might not be financially able to manage everything on your own. What is the primary factor of a woman? Help her. You're basically saying it's wrong to ask for help? Then when you now put all that pressure on you as a man and you start cracking and you start getting abusive and you start getting angry, you start questioning, why is this happening? Because you're not actually making it clear that you actually need help. You think you can manage it on your own, and to the point where you self-destruct. Then the suicide rates go up, the mental health issues of men go up, the pressure of life goes up, when the reality is that you had a helper. God gave you a helper. Now, if it's 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, God gave you a helper. Now, for whatever she's going to help you do in that period of time, she has to be willing and wanting to help you because she can see the vision. What you're basically saying is if you can't pay for everything and you can't do everything, that means that in actual fact, you're not worthy to have a woman. What kind of nonsense is that? That is ridiculous. In the history books, of all the great kings, their women didn't just sit on the throne. They were doing different things to make sure that the king stayed on the throne. They were doing different things by making sure that they killed other people's relatives to make sure that their children stayed on the throne. They didn't just stay there trophy, idle. Are you crazy? It goes in the history books. The women have uplifted the kings. Kings often think that they're on the throne because they're just on the throne. Yes, you inherited the throne, but guess what? The person that you married is doing all the dirty work behind your back to make sure you stay on the throne. Is that not helping? Come on now.
and then telling them that they're going to work to pay half of the bills because you're unable to be 100% man.
Pause. This shit gonna piss me off, man. We encourage men to communicate with women. We encourage men to say what we're feeling and what we're thinking and speak about the pressures of life. You're basically discouraging men from doing that. How does that make sense? So if I tell you that there's a financial problem in the house, that means I'm not a man no more? If I tell you I need help financially, that means I'm not a man no more? Let me rewind what this guy just said just now.
Unable to be 100% man. And then you get
I'm able to be 100% man. So when I start being quiet, yeah, and I start taking on all these problems, and I start getting short with you, I don't have patience with you, I start having to spend more time out trying to figure out more things, and I can't give the emotional support you need, what then? If to be 100% man means that I have to be able to take care of everything, even if I'm in a position where I can't, because as you know, life, up, down. What are you telling me? I should be quiet? Okay, let me be quiet and see what the result is. But when I do talk, if you are a helper, would you not sit there and think, rah, my baby's struggling a bit, let me help him? If we're supposed to be a team?
And then you get mad when she's talking to you in a tone that you dislike. How can you demand respect?
Pause. For fuck's sake. This guy's annoying the shit out of me. You are actually annoying me. Since when has, and this is the part where we spoke about respect. Since when has money decided how you talk to somebody? So because I'm not paying 100%, it means that you could talk to me like an arsehole. And this is the problem that I said before, when we were talking before about disrespecting Nigel and everything else like that. Where we come from, if we have more money than the person or not, respect is respect. Speak to people decently, with decency. So because I have all the money, that means that you can never talk to me in a certain kind of way. So you're trying to tell me that your woman can never feel offended. Women of great power, of great wealth, still get offended and snap sometimes and say things that they shouldn't say. Do you think that because you pay everything, that means that in actual fact, a woman's not going to talk to you rudely sometimes? Or talk to you like an arsehole? Are we not human? What the hell has money got to do with that? Let's go.
How can you demand respect in a home that you're making her pay 50-50 for? First,
Pause. I demand respect not because of what I pay. I demand respect because I'm a man. You demand respect because you're a woman. You are the most precious thing to me and I am the most precious thing to you. Do we not demand respect based on that? Again, it comes back this, you become an oppressor. Because you make all the money, you feel like she's gonna have to be okay. Do you not know that you can give somebody all the money in the world and they still won't be okay? Go and look at the celebrities of the world committing suicide. You know, you could be in the middle of everything and still have nothing. Which is, you could have everything and still feel like you have nothing. Rich people, this guy better be fucking, he better be rich. Rich people, wealthy people tell you themselves that they feel empty. So how can money be everything? If the wealthiest of people are telling you that money is not everything. This guy is encouraging dumb things and he's gonna now start making men feel like, and I'm not talking about just men of his bracket, but men lower than him feel like they're not men because they don't pay for everything. Why? If the money was there to pay for everything, naturally when you go out on a date, do you actually want to go 50-50 on a bill? No. So naturally you pay it. It's something that you can afford to do. But if, on a consistent basis, can you afford to pay the rates of what we're paying now? Me, Skrilla went out the other day, we bought 3 or 4 items. £56 it came up to. Now let's say I don't do no business, I'm just a working man. Do you know how much that is? Do you think I don't need help? What are you talking about here? So because I've got the most money, you're going to go sit in the corner. People like him are the ones that you need to be scared of the most. Because people like him are the ones that in actual fact here, when the woman makes too much money, he starts feeling away. Because one of the key factors in leading as a man, as being a man, is knowing when to step back and let your woman lead. Because you don't always have the answer. You don't always have the solution. For example, I could be in a situation now, I could be with you now. You're a star. I'm doing good business, but you know what? Your stardom is going to take our family to the next level. So what am I going to do? Go from being provider to protector and know that whatever it is that you're doing is going to, and I'm going to have your back. But what I won't do is I won't be angry if you make the millions and I don't. Because we're supposed to be a team, right? We're together, right? So I'll make sure nobody is with you. Nobody. But if me being a man is basically making sure that I always have more money than you and that I pay everything, then that's a bit dangerous, no? Slyly, you want to keep a woman in her place, but you know, just because you sit beside me doesn't mean that you can't be ahead of me in situations, right? And this is the part where I say, are we basing our loyalties and our relationships on money, or are we basing it on genuine respect? Because in actual fact, although I'm the king and you're the queen, yes, I'm higher ranking than you, but I'm so higher ranking than you that I know when it's time for me to sit back and let my queen do what she needs to do. With full confidence. Not because I have more than you, but because I recognize that I don't always need to be the person that brings it home. I don't always need the person that leads. It's really ignorant kind of speaking that this guy's doing right now.
First, a king gets himself right. He learns himself mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. He builds himself up so he can build his kingdom for his queen.
Pause. Completely agree with you. Learn who you are first. Learn what you are. Mentally, emotionally, physically. I get it. That one, without a doubt. And not to put your queen on a throne. Learn it for yourself to know what kind of king you're going to be for a queen. Not to put her on the throne. People like him, once again, and I'm talking to all of you lot start using your brain. You start doing all that stuff, it means that you are the table. When you become the table, you bring a woman to that table. Whatever she was before you is now gone. She's whatever you wanted to be on your table. If you are a millionaire and things don't work out and she divorces, don't go and now make bad videos and bad songs about her talking about she took this, she took that, she took this, she took that. Because the truth of the matter is you invited her to your table. That's what you did. You put her on a throne based on whatever life you planned out for yourself that you've put her in. What you're actually supposed to do is when you get to know yourself and you know where you're going and you know who you are and you meet someone, your job, if you have the time and the patience, is to help them find out who they are, where they're going, what they're doing. Then you come together to create our table. That way, she's not crippled by whatever it is that you've got going on. Because in actual fact, she might just have dreams, aspirations, and things that in actual fact may not be as big as what you're doing, but big for her in her life. But she's going to stop all of that to basically be the housewife. Then when she's the housewife, if things don't work out the way they need to, when she wants to take half or more than half of what you've got based on the fact that she stopped what she's doing, you're looking at like, rah, how could you do that? Why wouldn't she do that? What table did you create? You told her to come on your table. So now what's yours is ours, motherfucker. Motherfucker. You stupid.
You guys are going after queens and having the queens help you build your kingdom. You're not kings, you're backwards.
Hold on.
And you will never...
Pause. How many queens have built kingdoms in the history of our life? Kings have married their daughters to other princes to build kingdoms. What? Dads have married their daughters to build family relations, to build more status. How is this now backwards? We've changed it. So yes, over time things have changed compared to then, but the principles still apply. What are we talking about here?
Become the greatest version of yourself until you know the position that the woman is supposed to play. Her role is...
which again, I agree, be the best version of yourself to know what the position the woman needs to play. But let's not ignore the fact that for whatever position that she's going to play, before you, she might have had something that she wanted to do. How do you best support her in what she's doing so that she can then best support you in what you're doing, so that by the time you come to do what you want to do together, it can be bliss, beautiful. I'm not hearing this from this man. What you're trying to do is put all the onus on men, and you're trying to make men believe that they need to do all of these things, and if you're not a man anymore. No one told you need to have all the answers. How? Kings don't have all the answers. So what are you on about?
Her role isn't in the battlefield. Her role is on the throne. Why? Because she's a divine nurturer.
You arsehole. Oh, pause. You arsehole. How many queens have taken a sword to go and fight on the battlefield with their husbands for their kingdom? Queens have had to sleep with people and not tell their kings just so that they could send men to battle to protect the king that's going to go and fight for the country. Selling their bodies to make sure that their king is going to be safe and that the kingdom is going to be fine. Sacrificing themselves. What are you talking about? You just spoke about thrones. Do you not watch history? Are you mad? Are you mad? What are you talking about? I never said it's right. But that's the part of a support cast. It's the part of the help. No? So what are you talking about? I need to rewind what this guy just said.
Why? Because she's a divine nurturer.
She's a divine nurturer.
But you forgot the laws.
You don't even know the law. Because the law is that if you're talking about thrones and kingdoms, she knows that if you are on the throne and you are the king, whatever she needs to do to make sure that you stay the king is going to be her ultimate goal, even when it looks like you're losing. Yeah. She knows I've got to do this and I've got to do that to make sure that the world sees that we're still winning. That's a helper. So even when it looks like you can't afford it, if your woman is to now name and shame you, you're not actually a queen. Because if this is a kingdom and you believe that you're a kingdom, she knows that she serves the kingdom. You serve the crown. So you make sure that the world does not see nor hear any bad news from inside the house, and you deal with internal affairs quietly to make sure that we're a united front, we're going out. How many married couples say it? When we're at home, we're going to have our beef. When we're in public, I love you, smile. We have to keep a united front. Even if there's problems in the castle. What are you talking about? I'm getting women add me vibes so that, you know them guys that you just want to say stuff for women so that they can comment to her and to him and like make him feel good in that, because when majority of women watch this, they're gonna be like, yeah, click everything, yeah, so you're gonna get more likes. You're not actually being real here. You haven't actually sat there and thought about this properly. You just want women to like you.
You no longer want to be a provider. You no longer want to be a protector. And then you're eating food that's so high in estrogen that you guys are sitting home gossiping. Man, you see what she was wearing today? And you talking to your other brother, not even a female. So any man that screams 50-50.
To provide, if you ask 4 different people what it is to provide, 4 different women, they're going to give you 4 different answers. To protect, if you ask 4 different women what it means to protect, they're going to give you different answers. There's some women that know, that would rather not tell their husband something happened to them because they know what their husband's going to do from that point. They know their husband, after I told my husband what happened, he could go to jail, I would lose my husband. What are you talking about here? Sometimes when people speak, I don't think they look at all the different parts to the thing that they're talking about. They just talk based on what they think. And when you're talking based on what you think, just say for you. But don't speak for men. Speak for whatever it is that you're speaking for. Don't speak for men generally. Because there's different types of men. different types of leaders. Are you going to say that when a woman decides that she's going to be a star, acting or whatever else, and she wants children, and you're a stay-at-home dad, that you're not a man no more? One of the biggest sacrifices that them men make is swallowing their pride to basically look after the family while you go and become a star. Are they not men? They provide a home for you to go to. You provide the finances to fund that home. They realize that your career is going to take off, in which case they can go out on their own and do their own thing, but you know what? We're a team, and I'm going to swallow the bullet. So they'll take the abuse from the public, which is, oh, you're a little bitch. Are you like, what? You're a stay-at-home mum now. For the sake of the family. That sacrifice, tell me now, is that not a beautiful sacrifice as a man? Does that not take a lot of courage?
And you talking to your other brother, not even a female.
Hold on. We are in a generation where men and women gossip. Again, you speak of the throne. Kings gossip, the kingsmen gossips, everyone gossips, everyone chats crap. What are you talking about? It's called communication now. Everything we watch on TV now is based on gossip. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Kim Kardashian, blah, blah, blah. It's all gossip. So what the hell are you talking about? It's part of communication. But more time now, we don't have meaningful conversations. What we need to do is have more meaningful conversations. What we do is we indulge in things that really and truly are just pure gossip and nonsense. And we try to make sense of it and apply it to our lives, which is ridiculous, but that's what it is. A lot of wives want to come home and have their man gossip with them. What are you talking about?
Any man that screams 50-50 is financially and mentally unstable. And I know you're emotionally unstable.
Pause. If I can't do it all, and I say we may need to go 50-50, why does that make me financially unstable? I can say that financially it means I'm not capable of paying it all, but it doesn't make me unstable. Because the truth of the matter is, if I say I need to go 50-50, maybe I can actually pay it. But if I do pay it, it means that I'll have no money left, in which case there's no money to save. And there's no money to save, there's no money to invest. And there's no money to invest, we can't progress. So isn't that financially astute?
Because insecurities kick in. Now every time your woman walk out the house, when her clothes too tight, you think somebody flirting with her. Because you made it too easy for you to be replaced. We gotta get in tune.
If you have a beautiful woman, which is that you chose a beautiful woman, whether you're the richest man in the world or the brokest guy in the world, you will always have insecurities because she's a beautiful woman. As you chose her, someone else will choose her. As you looked at her, someone else will look at her. What did you think? Because you have all the money in the world, ain't nobody gonna check her? Hello, motherfucker. Bro, she's a beautiful girl. She's gonna try and draw you. Someone's gonna try and move to you. I tell you what, I'll give you a story. Can I give a story? And I'm a very secure man. What's that? 3 minutes. Then the story ain't gonna work. Should I tell the story anyway? This is when me and my BMs, we was like proper together and all of that. She was driving towards me, yeah? She was coming from her bits. She called me and she told me some guy in a smart car was following her. She started panicking. I don't know what he's trying to do. So I'm like, right, wow, what's going on? What are you telling me? So should I get in the car? She's like, no. I'm just going to drive straight to your house. And can you just be outside just in case? I'm like, yeah? Hurry up. So I'm still on the phone. What's he doing? Yeah, he's still following me. He's still trying to get around me. I don't know. And she's actually panicking. She's panicking. She's thinking, boy, she's going to get robbed or something. So, boom now, yeah? I'm there. She's now pulled up to the car park. My car park. It's Stratford, yeah? And then the guy's pulled in the car park. And I said, straight away, I've gone back into the house to get the, yeah. Come outside with it. Yeah. Rolled up to her, knocked on the window, said, what? What's going on? Yeah, it's him behind me. Yeah. Hey, you. What go on? What's good? What's banging? What's the problem? My man in a smart car, bro. The first leg he took out, I couldn't believe my eyes, bro. It was so long. Bruv, the way he got out of the car, it was like he really struggled. So, no, you know what I did before that? I've now gone back in the thing because I've seen the smart car. I'm thinking to myself, boy, I'm gonna rock as this guy. So I've gonna drop the because obviously I don't want to go jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So boom, I've come back out, did it. The first leg that came out, I couldn't believe it. But the leg was huge. He was so long. The other leg came out and he had to literally pull himself out of the car. By the time he pulled himself out of the car, bruh, the guy was bare tall. I think the guy was like 6'3". I was like, yeah. And I've already dropped the inside the yard. So I'm like, what is going on here? So boom now, yeah? That's happened. He's come up to me and he's told me straight. He's walked up to me and I think to myself, am I gonna have to? And I was looking around to see that the man was about. No one's about. I'm like, boy, I've already started this, boy, so I have to finish this, boy. So I said straight, what? I had to step to him. When I stepped to him, boy, my head was near his stomach. But on that Mike Tyson one, I said, Rags, if I'm going out, I'm going out strong. And this one is too late. You can't even pull back. My man tapped me on my shoulder. He said, what's going on, fam? I said, what do you mean what's going on? Obviously, I'm tense. I'm like, yeah, well, I tried to talk to her, innit? So what? That's my girl, bruv. Yeah, but he's taking my chest like a schoolboy in me. But how am I supposed to know that's your girl, bro? She's a beautiful girl, blood. At this point, yeah, I don't know whether to be pissed or whether to be like relieved. Cause obviously that fight's gonna be a bit tense. Or to take it as a compliment. I had to sit there to think about it. I said, yeah, fam. And he's talking to me, talking down at me like that. She's a beautiful girl, bro. She's a beautiful girl, bro. What do you want to do? I'm like, yeah, I know she's beautiful. So what do you expect, bro? I didn't know it was your girl, fam. But I tried to chat to her. I don't know you, bro. But the way he's talking to me, yeah, he's got so much vim, but it's so much respectful vim. It's like, fam, he can't actually argue what he's saying. For you to argue what he's saying, it's like, you're just being ignorant here. Because she is a beautiful girl. And fact is that when she goes out, you are going to try and draw her. So what am I going to do? Fight every guy that tries to draw her? It's her job to say no. So then at the end of it, he's basically, the whole time. And I'm even getting annoyed with the whole, this thing that you're doing to my chest. I'm like, this guy, stop tapping me. I'm listening to you, but at the same time, I'm a bit like, I'm going to hit you, but stop tapping me. Because at this point now, I feel like an idiot. The guy basically G-checked me. He schoolboyed me so hard. I think years later, I must have seen him in Manor House. I saw him outside the station, bare tall, he's bare dark. If you see this, thank you for that day, because that taught me a valuable lesson that day. As much as I didn't like it, it was very simple. Whether I can give my girl the world or not, she's a beautiful girl, fam. What can I do? Los, what can I do? I can't stop you from attempting. Now, naturally, that's going to be an insecurity. But if you are a secure person and you trust the person that you're with, it won't be an insecurity. Because what she'll do is she'll do things in a way where she's never puts herself in that position for you to feel like you're going to need to be insecure. Because no matter how confident you are, as proven in celebrities and whatever else, just when you think your wife is not doing nothing, the security guard is tucking your wife in. The bodyguard. Just when you think nothing's going down. So, ultimately, you're always going to be insecure. You might be secure as a person, but you're going to be insecure. The only person that can help those insecurities is the woman. How she moves, how she behaves, and how she operates will now assure your assurances. Because if you just sit there and think, oh, my name is GABZ, she could never do that to me, you are a twat. You think this is about money all the time. Some of the richest people in the world have wives who choose to go and sleep with someone who doesn't have no money for love and affection. You stupid? So what does that tell you? Shout out to that guy. I'll never forget you. That G-check was real. Punk.
Out and get in tune. I love you. If you love her, provide for you. If you love her, take care of her. Real men understand. Real men salute. Let the boys cry in the comment section. All praises due.
Real men understand, which is that real men see beyond money. And if money is the vocal point for almost all of your topics that you kind of talk about when regards to providing and taking care of a woman, then unfortunately what that tells me is that you have a money issue. Because people that actually have money don't speak money. They don't. They're more concerned about the plan and the vision. They know the money's coming and they know what they're going to do with the money, but the plan and the vision, it makes more sense. So real men know when to step back and let a woman lead. It's part of being a leader. I know that I'm the best player on the team. I know that everyone's looking at me, but Los, I need you to go down low and post up. I need you to get these 2 buckets for me. So I'm going to throw you the ball. Baby girl, here's the ball, run with it. Let me know what you need. I'm here. What are we talking about here? Shout outs to you, brother.